crazy. Lately I feel like escaping.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Ryan, and I got a dope guest today. My boy has been on the charts with multiple songs and has won multiple Grammys. Not only has he been an artist in front of the camera, but his writing skills have graced us for artists such as Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Usher, Chris Brown, and more. And for one summer, he had us all saying, if they ain't looking, I don't want it. Check him out.
If they ain't looking, I don't want it. If they ain't looking, I don't want it. If they ain't looking, I don't want that girl now.
Yeah, so my stuff is, just super positive. You know what I'm saying? The message that I'm trying to give is just all about love. It's turn up, but it's also love. Just letting people know that you can still do both at the same time. You don't got to be too ratchet and just go all the way off the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vito. And Eric Bellinger, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Ryan, and we're back for another episode 20 of What's Next with Jay Ryan. And I got my boy, singer-songwriter, and major artist, Eric Bellinger, in the motherfucking building.
What up? What's good, family?
Thank
Episode 20. Come on now.
Look, we didn't plan this out, guys. Our outfits, we didn't call each other and say, let's match today.
We just, you know what I mean? It's blending.
I feel like your jacket would be perfect with
Listen, once I get it off, that's it.
I'm so that person. I tell my friends all the time, they're like, let me get that. I'm like, well, it's already photographed now, so you can have
what
it.
I'm going to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I be circling back every now and then, though. Last night, when I was getting ready to go out, because I seen Eric last night out, guys, I was couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear. So sometimes I go through my Instagram and I'll look up old photos to be all right, what haven't I worn in a while?
That's a good
this one's cute. All right, let's
because if it's been a minute, it's low key. As long as you mix and match it in a way that's a whole new energy.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know.
Right. Nobody's gonna know.
How will they know?
Right. So I saw you last night at Sadiq, which is our R&B night out here in LA, guys. If you don't know, it was Mario's birthday. Do I say his name right? Mario? I always said Mario growing up, but people be like Mario.
I'm gonna say Mario, but everybody says Mario.
Okay, and you guys are you know him personally as friends?
Yeah. So I just got off tour with him. We went on tour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I opened up for him for his Europe leg of tour.
Yeah, how is it working with other R&B artists out here, especially on tours? Obviously, you were there last night, so I see y'all get along. But I always wonder, sometimes in this industry with egos,
some people got them for sure.
Yeah,
and it'd be interesting because I see them when they got them and when they have been humbled, and then when they got them again, because I think this industry is so up and down, like a roller coaster.
Sure.
And I be meeting people every time, and I see them, and it's I like to feel the different energies.
Yeah. I've never taken you as an ego guy as long as I've known you. You've always been just nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're tested sometimes?
Tested a lot, when you too nice, people try to take advantage, of your kindness. And even with that, it's I really go biblical and just turn the cheek, because it's it's not my battle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I saw recently that the BMI Awards happened and you were there. Can you tell us what exactly the BMI Awards are for the people that don't know?
Definitely. So the BMI Awards are essentially when people at home watching the BET Awards or the Grammys and they see their favorite artists. But it's for the people behind the scenes, the songwriters, the producers, the publishers, the publishing companies, and just award the people that are actually behind the scenes. Back in the day, we had the credits and the booklets and the CDs, and we don't have things like that anymore. Outlets to just project who are the actual, scientists and geniuses, masterminds. So now with this awards, it literally just highlights the producers. I got to see people that worked on my favorite songs, and I would have no idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just random, people, and it's just dope to be able to celebrate the creators.
They do performances and stuff at the BMI Awards too, but they don't televise it?
Yeah, so a lot of the artists are also signed to BMI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as published songwriters.
Yeah.
So I think T-Pain has been, the newest honoree, and basically with that it's he's an artist, but he's also a writer signed to BMI.
That's dope. When it comes to award ceremonies, what do you like more, being that you're an artist and a writer?
Mhm.
Like, do you like the BMI Awards more, or is the glamorous side of like the Grammys and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Like,
Nah, I low key like the BMI Awards
Okay.
better. That's my
I
peers.
kind of felt that way. That's why I
It's
asked, because I'm like,
It's
even
peers.
when I see people's posts sometimes, I could tell in their posting, I'm like, you had a comfortableness in your post
Yeah.
at the BMI Awards, almost
Yeah.
like this is my arena.
This is my arena.
Yeah.
This is my people. This is my peers. And, you know, a lot of the smiles are brighter in those type of settings, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, you happy for your people.
Yeah.
You happy for even if you didn't work on a song, you most likely co-written or produced a song with somebody that's up on that stage. So, you know, you get to celebrate it with them.
Yeah, that's what's up. And then did you take home any awards?
Nah, not this
Okay.
year. I was just going to just support.
Yeah, that's what's up. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Were you nominated for any this year?
Nah, not at
Okay.
all. Because I think this past year, I really been focusing on like Eric Bellinger, the artist,
Yeah.
like really like going ham with just leveling up and trying new things and experimenting with my own artistry. So,
Mhm.
you know, I wasn't able to fully dedicate as much time to other artists.
Yeah. I feel like your music has taken off. I've known him since I was in high school, guys.
Yeah.
So originally when we met, you were in a music group.
Yes.
Going solo after your music group, like, did you ever see yourself going solo, or did you like the group
Nah.
aesthetic? You didn't like the group aesthetic?
I didn't see myself going solo.
Going solo, yeah.
I think I was always used to being around people. When I was in church growing up, it was a choir. When I was in school, high school, it was a choir. When I got out of high school, I was in multiple R&B groups, like
Yeah.
3 back to back, you know? And then it was like, man, I can't keep depending on everybody else and people around me for the
Yeah.
trajectory of my potential. So it was like, I'm gonna just try this, take a leap of faith, jump off the building, and hope to grow wings on the way down.
Yeah. What so the group I remember was O&E.
Yep,
When-
O&E.
Yes. And so when did it click to you that you wanted to go solo? Like,
Yeah,
so
so
I also was in
Mhm.
groups, multiple groups, guys. Nobody knows
Yes.
about me. I feel like you guys actually had traction though. Like my groups
we
didn't
had
have no
some
traction.
cool motion. We was
Yeah.
performing everywhere in LA, you know, like they had the high school tours back in the day.
That's exactly what I remember. You
Shout
guys
out to
coming to my high
Cliff.
school.
Yep, Classified. And after that, it was like all the after proms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So once we got in that system, it was like dope because we grew with the people, you know what I mean, that was in
Yeah.
high school. So it was like we was at all of them. I'm talking about pep rally, you know. So with that, it was like, all right, cool. This is fun, but it became to the point where it was tough for me to really move.
Right.
You know, I think the manager at the time didn't like us doing work outside of the group.
Mm.
And that was hurting me. Because it's like if my future success depends on all of these 4 members,
You're right.
I can't guarantee nothing.
Yeah.
You know, as a man, time is passing. So I just was like, yo, I gotta make a decision for me, you know, really just to make sure I secure some type of substantial growth.
Yeah. What do you feel when it comes to other groups and why they don't work? Because I
Mhm.
feel like groups don't last long.
Yeah, man, it's that accountability.
Yeah.
You know, like one person might be on point. You know, if we say 8:00 gym, gang,
Mhm.
8:00 gym, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be there at 8:30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, man, it's just a lot harder, you know. And that's just one example. But now it comes to what we wearing, and it's like, all right, if we get the memo,
All the
you know what I mean,
opinions.
and we wearing this,
Yeah.
it's like, why you wear that? You know, so all these little things can just, you know, alter the mind. And when people are doing more or less in the group, they tend to become like, hey, man, you know, I was engineering, you know, I was writing, you know, I was actually mixing,
Right.
you know, I was actually singing. You know, I used to, in one of the groups, I used to hit record in the control room and have to run to the booth and close the door in time to
The old
get
school ways.
the old school way. I'm like, man, somebody else gonna have to learn how to
Yeah.
press 3, bro.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was interesting because I was put through the fire, but it taught me so much. I'm like, whoo,
Yeah.
ain't nobody been through what I've been through. Now it's
Yeah.
like, you know, in the movies when they walk out the fire, like that's how I feel
Yeah.
every day coming out the gym, coming out of Wells Fargo. It's over. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I love it though. I've always had a thing. I've always liked groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like crazy because recently I seen that the Jonas Brothers brought out Fifth Harmony, and now there's rumors that they actually might be like making somewhat of a comeback. And it was funny because like, but it's crazy because like even with Normani, and because that's the one that we know the most now, there's a confidence that I see in her coming out with this group that I feel like is stronger than.
Look how she hit
exactly. Like, did you look at the confidence in her steps?
Right. They hitting a 1-2-1-2. She's hitting a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
I feel like when you see moments like this, it's like I feel like these girls do want to make this work. I saw that B2K also showed up to the BET Awards together, and now they're talking about going on tour and stuff. Yeah, I wish that.
I love a group.
Yeah, I love a group.
Let's be clear. I do love a group.
You guys get pushed to the side and y'all can make it work finally.
It just be tough. I always, feel that when I see them, like I seen a lot of groups coming out now. And it's like dope to see them doing the harmonies and to see them like, you ready? All right, they chop it up before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fire to see that. So, to any groups out there, I wish you success, and man, just lock in. Really stay loyal to the commitment, and you'll see it. You'll see it blossom. It just takes time. You gotta understand, shit take time.
Yes, I also remember your wife was also in a group. You guys ever discuss like your group days?
Yeah, because that's how we originally met. So she was in ISIS.
Yes, you got a house on the hill.
Hey,
that song went, okay.
That was my joint, bro. I had the ISIS cue card, the flyer in my folder at high school, like
I love
in
that.
my little lamp.
I used to love a folder. It's like,
the 3-ring binder.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was in the same group with the same manager, Billy Moss at the time, and it was dope. We was around each other all the time, but she 5 years older than me. That's a big difference when you younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like back up little boy.
Yeah, back up little boy until she got player. You know
You're
what
right. Now she's my wife.
Yeah, just like that. 10 years later.
How is family life?
Family life is blessed, man.
How old are your kids?
So Eli is 10, Easy is 6, and man, kids is dope.
Yeah.
They keep you young.
Yeah.
They keep life fun, and I find myself reliving a lot of the memories that I loved as a kid because I want them to experience it. So now it's like a combination of that and like Roblox.
Yeah. If your kid and Roblox.
That's crazy.
If your kids wanted to be in the industry, are you like all for that? I feel like sometimes us in the industry, we know how all the trials and tribulations and all the fuck shit that goes on.
Crazy.
So it's just like when your kids start to want to be in that, are you going to steer them in that direction or away from it?
Nah, I am. I'm gonna let them rock out, but I'm big dadager. It's like, what you doing? Who you go to the studio with? You don't need to do that.
I feel like sometimes the momagers and dadagers be causing the issues though, especially when they've been in the industry already.
Most do. I ain't gonna say they do, but you gotta think about it. Joe Jackson done made a family. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people that, they talk about, it's like, but look at their children. Look at LeVar Ball's kids. Like, they going crazy. All three of them. You know what I mean?
They go crazy, but then I feel like the times of now and then are so different because obviously the Jacksons were a family that were literally taught to keep everything quiet. Like they are such a tucked away hidden family. Don't talk about anything. We're in a generation where it's like everything's just out and about. Like talk about everything,
bro. Talk about everything.
There.
You be talking, you be like, "Oh, you live?" Like my bad, bro. Like
there's no discretion anymore. But with them, it was like even now, like even Janet Jackson, like you still don't hear her ever speak out, and when she does it, it's like a rare thing, or she'll make it amplify, like she did a documentary.
Janet speaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm hollering. Have you ever wanted to dabble into acting?
Yeah, so I just did my first movie, and now I got the bug. It's crazy.
What's the movie?
It's called Soul of a Sister.
Okay.
BET Plus, y'all check it out. With V. Bozeman, man, incredible movie, and I got to play A&R exec.
Oh, nice.
So it was definitely in my alley, very comfortable with what I do every day with my label, All Wins. That's the same thing I do. So it was dope to just get the first shot in something that I was comfortable with. So now I'm like, all right, what else y'all got for me?
Right. Keep it going. We love a good movie. So check that out. You said BET Plus?
Yeah, BET Plus.
And what is it called?
Soul of a Sister.
Okay. Check that out when it comes out, guys.
It's out.
Oh. It's out.
It's out. Check it out.
When did it drop?
It dropped in March.
See, I
March
should've had you
27th
on
on my birthday.
Look.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It dropped on the B-Day. So check it out.
That was a good celebration.
It was. It's coincidence too.
Talking about groups, if you could bring back any group from the past, what group would it be?
That's a good question. If I could bring back any group, it would probably be. You know what's crazy? A lot of the groups, they still going.
You know, like I said,
I'm like, wait.
When I saw
just
B2K
seen New
come
Edition,
back,
I just seen Drew Hill.
I think that people are realizing that there's money to be made right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, let's put our egos to the side because niggas need a dollar.
That's what I'm saying. The Temptations, they still
yeah.
going.
I'm starting to see them all make a comeback.
Still cooking, you know what I mean? But maybe let me think of a group that's like not active no more, man. I'm trying to think.
All right, so then let's go artists. If you could pay a tribute to anyone, because back in the days with award ceremonies, they used to do tributes, which I don't feel like are as good anymore. I don't know why. A part of me feels like most new artists don't want to pay tribute to the older artists because they feel like, well, I'm not singing for that nigga. You know, like that's kind of how it comes off.
Yeah.
Even with Usher's tribute, I didn't understand why they went all female. I did hear that it was like a scheduling thing, which all female was cool, but I just felt like there were so many dope artists that could have paid tribute to him.
Yeah.
So if you could pay tribute to an artist, who would it be?
You know what's funny?
Pay tribute to?
We just got confirmation today. I'm gonna be paying tribute to Usher.
Nice.
Very soon.
Okay.
It's actually happening within like a week.
And what's that for?
So, I don't know, but
okay.
your boy will have the content. I really don't know.
Yeah, okay.
It's something like, you know, that the producers of all his music, you know, I won't say who, but it's dope. It's something that I'm like super excited about, to get my chance to just really honor my bro. You know what I'm saying? Really honor him. And of course, we all love the females. We love the ladies. But I do feel you. Like, I want to see a man tribute for a man, you know, as well. In addition to.
Yeah.
We can have the ladies.
Yeah, agreed.
But can we get some testosterone?
I wanted to see all the vocals. I remember back in the days when like Tyrese used to play a lot. He used to do a lot of tributes.
Yeah.
And that's because he is vocally amazing. We'll give him his credit. You know. I was thinking back when it came to R&B music, and back in the days they used to do a lot of ensemble R&B artist songs like The Best Man, which was Genuine RL, and I think we have a clip from that as well. Why do you feel like artists don't do these things anymore?
I think they too much in competitive mode, you know what I mean? Like they just really like, they just want to compete, you know what I mean? And I think there's so much room for us to come together. For sure. For real. You know, like, why not? You know, like the same way the rappers do, you know, it's always multiple features going on in the rap world. Even DJ Khaled, when he put the artists together, it'd be like 4 artists. So there's no reason why, you know, the R&B artists shouldn't gang up and make Avenger type R&B.
For sure. So if you could do an ensemble song like that, what artist would you choose?
Yeah.
I'll say 3.
3 artists.
Including yourself, but all
right, so I need Eric Bellinger.
He's cooking, guys. He's cooking.
Yeah, now I'm cooking. I'm thinking of melodies. Now you got me in the studio mentally right now. I just cooked up a song. Let's go Breezy. You gotta go Breezy. And then 3rd.
No, you get 2 more. So it's you and 2 others. Yeah. You and 3 others.
All right. I'm gonna go Eric Bellinger, Chris Brown, Usher, and Tank.
That would be fire. I feel like if anybody can make that happen, it's you and Tank.
We gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
It's easy. Hey.
So
you heard
make that happen already.
Let's do that.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go.
I feel like you and Tank do have the personalities to get something like that done. And I used to love that song. Like The Best Man, that was my shit. I always felt like my vocals were closer to Genuine's. So even though he had like the smallest little segment, I used to hit that segment.
You know, because he was giving you all this. He was here with it. So if you an extra out club, that's for you.
Genuine was giving you the passion within a song.
Give me a vein, right?
Have you ever worked with him?
Genuine? Yeah. Nah. Been around him a lot of times, but maybe, you know, you could count the group TGT.
You worked with the
yeah.
okay. It was funny because Don was
I
on
did
here
some
and
of
we
those
were
songs.
talking about TGT and I was wondering if they were ever gonna make the comeback.
The comeback. I seen them posting about it, but I did a joint on a TGT album called "Ain't No Fun" featuring Problem.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
They have a full album out? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Didn't even know that.
they dropped the album.
Okay. I do want to see them come back. I actually get a kick out of watching them on TV having banters.
But that's the thing, like LSG, TGT.
LSG,
you know what I mean?
I think. Okay, so I remember them. They were I was so young, but
Yeah.
I do remember them, and that was
like Levert.
yes.
Keith Sweat and Johnny Gibb,
Yes.
Gerald Levert. But it's fire when people come together like that one with Tyrese and Jen. It's like you want to see that,
Right.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
that shit is dope. I can't wait to see it. I hope. Come on, make it
Come on,
happen.
let's go, man.
But
More
yeah,
groups.
you really got to make that ensemble song happen. Let's talk Grammys because you have how many now?
3.
And how many nominations have you had?
6.
And then how long from the first time you were nominated did it take for you to win?
The first nomination had to be The Win.
Oh, you won off of the first one?
Yeah.
Oh my
Chris
gosh.
Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown. R&B Album of the Year. New Flame. Best Vocal Performance featuring Usher. And Rick Ross. Man, it was dope because as I was in the studio with Usher watching the Grammys.
Okay.
He won, and then he looked at me and was like, "What's up? You want to win another one? Let's go."
Yeah.
That energy right there was like the biggest moment to me of like, I made it. Mama,
Right.
I made it. Winning on TV, being in with my favorite singer, artist, most influential person I've looked up to, and also Mark Pitts was in the room too, the president of the label. So it just was letting me know like I'm in the right place at the right time, and the alignment couldn't be more clear.
Yeah. So when you won, what was that feeling though? Like, did you want to cry, first of all?
Yeah.
I like to know the emotions in people. Like, were you like, damn,
man,
like,
just shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked and not really knowing what it was. Not really knowing, the importance or the validation that would come from that. But yeah, man, I learned quick, you know what I'm saying? But in that moment, it was very numb, just excited. And Usher was like, all right, get your ass in the booth.
Right. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Man, I've met him a few times. He actually, to me, he's like a class act. Like,
yeah.
And I don't know the old Usher because I only met him in the age that we're in now. And he's just the nicest guy from what I've met.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Just a gentleman, just a scholar
I like
in a
people
gym.
that also preserve themselves. So
Yeah.
we were at Missy Elliott's concert in Las Vegas, and I was with Tiana, and the box that we had was not it. So they were like, "Oh, Usher has a box." He said, "You guys can join him." And I mean, he was just welcoming. It was like, "There's food, there's drinks," and I'm just looking at this guy. This is also the reason why I was like, I need to lose some weight because Usher's older than me, and I'm looking at this man like, "Damn, you older than me and look younger than me," and just. The snatch the waist, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. Like I got to drop some pounds, and that's when I was focused.
It motivates you,
Yes.
bro. It motivates you. I think iron sharpens iron for real. And I love being around people that just remind me, like, yo, it's levels.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure. Shout out to you, Usher.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna put out there that you're gonna get some more Grammys.
Yes, sir.
So with your music now,
Mhm.
You have a new album coming?
Yes.
And when?
Album is dropping September 26th.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, so this is perfect.
What's right?
Yeah, man. It's called It All Makes Sense.
Okay.
And basically it's part 2 of a 2-part album series. The first album was called It'll All Make Sense Later. And this one's It All Makes Sense. So basically, with the first project, it was more so me kind of like dibbing and dabbing and figuring out things. You know what I mean? Like, It All Makes Sense Later. It's an Afro beats project. I went to South Africa to record the entire thing. So I worked with all the writers, producers, all the features, most of them from Nigeria. And it was me getting my feet wet, me in an unfamiliar territory, me figuring it out. Like, what is this? Trying something new, not being afraid to just try.
I like that you
fail.
do that. I like that you did
what I'm saying?
that. a lot of times it's funny because obviously we live in LA, from LA. With artists, even the artists that come here that are like huge, I don't feel like they travel enough. Sometimes I'm talking to them and they're like, artists go through depressing phases. And in my head, I'm like, then travel. That's how I think, because I'm like, you have the funds to afford it, but yet you rather sit in LA in your mansion and be depressed. And I'm like, travel. So the fact that you went out there and worked on a whole
just to try it out. And it was something that I didn't, I wasn't used to. I've been doing R&B music my entire career. It was like, let me just try something new, and just fell in love with that sound, fell in love with the people. And now it all makes sense. The second part is essentially me saying, I found me. I'm comfortable in my skin. Like the storyline within the album is basically like finding myself, is how I was able to find love, how I was able to find the one. And when people listen, it's all happy. It's like that Afrobeat music. When you hear the Amapiano joints, the log horn, everything is just like, you can't help but just start moving as soon as it come on. So that mixed with the message and, intertwining the love and the fusion of R&B is something I'm excited for the people to hear.
That's what's up. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
In your career, have you ever wanted to give up?
I didn't ever wanted to give up, but I did say, God, how you gonna get me out of this? You know what I mean? Like,
and when
I'm not gonna quit.
When you say out of this, what do you mean?
I just mean like feeling like you, like the bottom is, even when you look up, you see the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna, I done bit off more than I can chew. This is what I signed up for. This is what I said I wanted to do. But now it's like, man, I wasn't expecting these responsibilities, these obligations, these, job tasks by saying I wanted to do this, but it comes with this, and this. But I would just keep pushing, like the man on the meme with the diamonds right there. He can't see, he just cooking, but them diamonds is near. I knew they was there.
Yeah.
I knew. The gift was too powerful and bright, like Iron Man when he shot, like, you can't help but that light. Like, that's what I feel when I walk, even when I'm in the darkness.
Yeah, I love that. Sometimes I've been seeing that post going around where it says, God said bigger. And to me, that says, like, just keep going.
Yeah.
And it is hard. This industry is tough, no matter what field of the industry you're in, especially with social media, because you get judged.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comparisons. I always see, especially in R&B, that comparison to the Mount Olympus of music. Now, I'm not going to ask you to make a Mount Olympus, but out of your top 3 artists, like old or new, like who's up there for you? Like who did you look at and was like, that's what I want to do?
Usher, Michael Jackson, Brandy.
Okay.
Them is my ones.
Brandy's going on tour soon. You gonna be there?
Yeah. They said they was calling.
Okay.
I'm ready.
If they hit the city and ask you to come out, you coming out?
Big time.
Yeah.
I'm going out there. If they ain't looking out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go crazy. That's my favorite. When it comes to the precision, when it comes to the control, when it comes to the harmonies and the illustrious vocals and the jazz, the raspy tone, the incredible song concept, the music structure, with her. And then, like I said, with Usher, it's like, man, he taught us how to be cool. He taught us the swag. He showed us everything, and then Michael Jackson is just the ultimate example and the standard of entertainment, of precision, of detail that, that's what I mirrored my whole movement after.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
If you weren't working on music, what would you be doing? Or what do you think you would be doing? Like, if you weren't in the industry at all, what were your other options?
Really, I wanted to play football back in the day. Sheesh, I wouldn't be doing that still because them boys don't be out there too long. But that was my passion originally. Since I was 6 years old, just playing Pop Warner football and then going to, high school and all that. It was just, I don't know. I think it taught me structure, taught me loyalty, and I was able to take some stuff from it. But man, I just wanted to play football. That was everything.
Yeah, I hated football. I played Pop Warner football.
Yeah.
I did not like getting hit. Getting hit for me was not it. Like,
it was like, wait, that's okay?
No. And all my fucking ghetto ass cousins were like, nah, you playing. Like, and I did not like getting hit.
He said, bro.
Baseball actually was probably like the most fun sport that I played.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball is so boring to me to watch.
Right.
Because
It's
my
fun to
attention
play,
span
though.
is so
Yeah.
short.
Mhm.
But playing baseball, I actually quite enjoyed. I was never good at basketball.
Yeah,
I was
basketball.
never
is,
good at basketball.
Basketball is weird, man. You gotta really practice that joint. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
the crazy part is that's the most sport you feel like you can get out there and do it.
Yeah, I
you
used
see
to
on
want
TV.
to so bad. You know,
You be
the
like,
homies go to the park
okay,
on the weekends or even at the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna look stupid. Like I
And
was
when
good
you
at
do
running the
it,
ball up and down the court, but
It don't. I'm too fast. I used to always run the ball. Would be back here. I'm like, bro, the ball is back here, bro. So I don't know, man.
bro, you are athletic though. So me and Eric sometimes have battle kickball games.
Yeah.
At the park. We haven't done one in so
I
long,
know,
but we
it's been
need
a
to
minute.
do one.
We gotta bring it back.
Dude,
I'm
you
down.
had a guy
I'm
come
down.
and barbecue one time?
Yes.
Bro, that shit was amazing.
Yes. Shout out JB.
Right.
Reiner. Yeah. We
And-
were just up on Labor Day.
Yeah, we need to run that back.
Let's
I feel
do
like,
it.
especially right now while everything is so like blah.
I know,
Like-
man. I see people trying to get outside, dog. You know what I mean? It's different. It's a whole different scene.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But we gotta the people that started this gangster shit gotta come together.
Right. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's talk reality TV.
Okay.
Your wife was on a show called The Platinum Life.
Yes.
How many seasons did they have?
think that was one.
One
They
season.
did one season.
And did you make? I never watched it, so did you
Uh-huh.
make appearances
I
on there?
did. I made like
Okay.
a couple. That was interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was. So I never. It's funny because I know everybody on the show, but I
Mhm.
never actually seen the show.
Yeah.
But I was curious as to why they didn't get a second season because I felt like there were such big names.
Yeah.
One being you, Nelly, Miguel, Neo. Who else am I missing? I'm like
Kidding.
Kid Ink. Yeah, shout out to Kid Ink.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think that show didn't get a second season with
Yeah.
all those names attached?
You know, I think they was trying to like create issues that weren't there.
Oh, so it was the drama aspect.
Yeah, because they was cool. Like
Yeah.
everybody was really cool, but they kind of was portraying them to seem like they wasn't for the sake of it being like juicy.
Yeah.
But it was like, how y'all gonna do that?
Yeah.
But they was still trying
It was
it.
like faking
so it was
it,
like fake
yeah.
turning them against each other
Right.
a little bit, but it was like they really are cool though.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think that beef gotta be real. Because when it's real, it's viral.
How were
You know
the
what I'm saying?
interactions with you and the other males on the show?
Love.
Yeah.
Always
I
love.
would like to see you do music with them.
Oh wait, nah, for real.
Because they,
Yeah.
that was like, that's
Yeah.
what, when I was like looking at it, I'm like, this actually is a great fucking lineup.
No,
of
for
people.
real. The ladies was going up, you know, like they was all beautiful. They was all, you know, in the beginning you could see like, okay, I see this. I see what this is
Mhm.
about to be. And then, you know, I was surprised too when they didn't renew it.
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw on the socials of the media, and don't
Like,
quote me on it. I
the
seen on social
social
media. I don't know how much
media.
truth there is to it that Jeremiah is actually joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Word.
Would you ever consider being on a show like that?
Man, I would be terrible at that.
For
I don't
real?
even want people to run my Instagram page. Better yet, the narrative of my life is crazy. Like, I just seen so many people fall out that were cool. You
Yeah.
know, like my family is A1 and Lyrica. Like, that's really my fam.
Yeah.
You know, and to know them and to see what I first met and then to now it's like, damn, I think the show has something to do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To whatever capacity. So it's like, you just got to be, you know, careful with the things that you cherish.
Yeah, I feel that. I felt like with Love and Hip Hop, and I've talked about it on the show before, I felt like the show was made to have drama, but then to end with albums. And I felt like the people that go on it get so caught into the drama that they never actually drop the music.
Nah, yeah.
Outside of a K. Michelle, because she has
Mhm.
literally used the platform to drop her albums or even perform at
Yeah.
the reunions.
Yeah.
Like she did it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And she funny and she liked the drama.
Uh-huh.
So I always felt like everybody else missed the mark when it came to that. And then I
Yeah.
felt like Love and Hip Hop also could have toured.
Mhm.
Because with that many artists on the show, you could actually come up with like a whole Love and Hip Hop
Right.
tour.
Right.
Would you ever do a reality-based family style show, or you just don't want
Yeah.
people in y'all business?
No,
at
I would
all?
do that. I would do that because, man, that's gonna be the Huxtables, you know, in the
Yeah.
2025 world where we need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people see positivity now, and I think they celebrate it as opposed to like maybe a couple years ago, or it was like frowned upon low key, like a negative post and a positive post. If you look at the insights and the feedback, it's like that negative post is out of here.
Yeah.
That positive post is very few comments, but now it's like balancing out because we need some type of, something to celebrate in this crazy world.
For sure. I feel it. Well, I could see you guys doing a family-based show.
I think
I feel like because I be seeing like Chrisley Knows Best, like funny bass, good energy, where they have like lighthearted drama. I can see that with you guys.
Yeah, I'm with it. So all the producers out there, holla at us. You know what I'm saying? Eric Bellinger, Easy Bellinger, Elisha Bellinger. He comes to the crib, pull up. We don't need a set. We're good.
Yeah, let's play a game. What's explain the lyric?
Okay.
If they ain't looking, I don't want it.
If they ain't looking, I don't want it.
Yeah, listen. If I'm walking down the street and ain't nobody trying to holler, if you went to the gas station and nobody trying to pump the gas for you, I'm cool, man. I need everybody to see what's popping, want that, need that, but they can't have that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So now that you're married, does that still apply?
For
or
sure.
You don't want nobody looking at your wife?
You can look, but just don't let me catch you.
Right. Let's play another game, Wrong or Fair Game, and we're going to put some topics up there.
Okay.
Paris Jackson shuts down Coleman Domingo's claims that she helped out with the biopic of her father. Mm-hmm. And here's the clip.
I'm going to say this and then I'll kind of just leave it alone. Because it seems like there's been a lot of responses. There's been a lot of responses to the thing that I posted earlier about just clarifying that I wasn't involved at all. Aside from giving feedback on the first draft and then getting the feedback that we're not actually going to address your notes at all. And I was like, all right, So I just butt it out, and I just I've left it alone because it's not my project. So they're gonna make whatever they're gonna make. A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be happy with it. A big section. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy, and they're gonna be happy with it.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there. So. With this, I don't know if you saw, he shouted her out for her insight while making the film because he's playing Joe Jackson, as you brought up earlier. Yeah. And then she pretty much responded saying that she gave absolutely no insight and that he's lying and pretty much tried to call him out for it. But then she puts out this video and say, well, I did give notes, but they didn't take any. So is this wrong that she called this man out, or was it fair game?
I feel like her notes to stop. It's from that video. It seemed like she was just saying, "Hey, nah," and then they just.
I feel like when it comes to Michael Jackson and his kids, especially, I feel like it is such a touchy subject. It does sound like they try to incorporate them in some capacity.
She said she sent notes like Redline. Or did she say
I don't know if it was Redline, but he pretty much said, thank you for your insight. It was helpful. That's pretty much what he said. He was shouting her out. And then she came back. Granted, I don't know Coleman Domingo. He seems like a very likable guy. So I felt like it was
yes,
I don't know.
Yeah, she's trying to make sure she come clean, but maybe there was I feel
like
a bit of entertainment.
I feel like she was still somewhat involved. Yeah. Wrong or Fair Game. Kelly Price speaks out online about online hate, and here is the clip.
I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in. And my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me, I'm still going to be making my money. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of black people and their bull. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and Lord, pray for me.
Because I'm not going to stop it there. I'm not this Wrong or Fair Game.
She's sick of it. She's sick of it. Let her live, She's standing on business.
Sometimes I get nervous when Black people speak out about Black people in this capacity because then it kind of opens the door for the others to do so.
There they go.
To pinpoint and say, I'm sick of Black women with their hate, but it's also like, but your fan base is majority Black women. So it doesn't mean they hate you. Because if you're selling out theaters, I'm pretty sure your crowd is majority Black women. So that's why I'm like, sometimes with artists, and I get it because we all have feelings and emotions. Yeah. But I'd be like, man, stop scrolling.
Stop scrolling.
Like,
that's what you just said. That's all I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, man, I'm sure in those comments, maybe out of 100, maybe there's 20 negative ones. So that means you're addressing the 20% and completely ignoring the 80% at the venue that love you.
Exactly.
Talk about the 80. Make that video wake up. Oh, I've been seeing so much people, so much love. Thank y'all for selling out these shows. We up. That's it.
Yeah.
But everybody different. People.
She was angry. She had the bonnet on. Okay. She's like, I'm adjusting it. I don't care.
She had enough.
Yes.
And I feel her. We could get to that point.
Have you ever worked with Kelly Price before?
Nah.
I used to watch this show called R&B Divas. Have anybody in here ever seen that show?
I ain't never seen that.
Man, that show consisted of Kelly Price, Shantae Moore, Little Mo, Claudette Ortiz, I think
I remember maybe like 10 years ago.
It was a while ago, but it was good, man. And when I tell you, it brought out their real personalities that people did not see. Like, and Kelly was definitely a fighter on that show.
Yes, sir.
So that was Kelly.
There you go.
That's
the real.
Show. Yeah.
That's the real. That's the real. Bonnet.
Man, agree or disagree? Friendships should not be hard. This is the clip from a podcast.
Okay.
I want to be in friendships that I have to really have hard conversations. Like, I don't feel like friendships are supposed to be hard.
Wow.
Like, I have other life things that make life hard.
And you're supposed to be my happy place.
You're supposed to be my happy place. So if we have an issue, I feel like we can just, in love, talk about it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, how that made me feel, friend. You know, like, it doesn't have to be that hard.
Okay.
You know, I feel like love and friendship should just be easy. And if a friendship is hard, I don't really have patience for it.
We'll stop it there. You agree or disagree with this?
I agree.
Yes.
It should be easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced friendships that you felt like were hard?
For sure, man. I think in those situations, I'm also loyal to a fault. So I just be like, all right, whatever. We just going to be in a difficult convo every time. You know what I'm saying? And I think cutting those, relationships free is freeing. You know what I'm saying? And I think as adults, as we grow, and sometimes we have different interests and we grew up different, like people grow apart, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing as if you're in a relationship and, you trying to like force something to work. It's like, yo, the more you try to hold on to that glass and squeeze it, it's going to break.
Yeah. I agree with that. I was talking to my mom yesterday, and that's why when I seen this clip, I wanted to put it on here. And she had asked about some friend from back in the days, and I was like, man, I've been cut her off. And she was like, cut her off. And I was like, Mom, this person had so many issues, and I'm the friend that's like there for you for real. I'm gonna give you good advice. I'm gonna show up for you. I think a lot of times with me, I don't show too much emotion. So people just think like, oh, he always has it together. He's always good.
Right.
So I don't get the check-ins as much as I check on the other friends. And I was just always there for this person. And I mean, she had some shit. And I thought to myself one day, like, damn, when do I get one moment before you have another 13? You know, like I done been through 10 moments with you and I still haven't had one for you to be there for me for. So when I seen this, I was like, that's exactly how I felt. I was like, it was too hard to be a friend, and I got over it.
Yeah.
I
agree with that 100%, man.
Do you feel like friendships are tough when you're famous? Especially if you're in a group and you're somewhat of the only famous person.
Yeah, if you had the wrong people around you, because like the people that are really for you will celebrate you, and it'll be loud.
Yeah,
it won't be no uncertainty. And I think anytime that somebody starts to show some type of discomfort, is like, where's that stemmed from?
Yeah,
where's that coming from? Because we should just be cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, even if it's like, say, for example, I'm going to this party or I'm going to this event or I ain't seen you in a long time. Whatever the situation is, it should be cool.
Yeah.
Because what happened?
I always ask that to entertainers, especially because sometimes I feel like entertainers don't notice the other stuff that friends deal with that because they're the entertainer.
Maybe.
So sometimes within friend groups and there being a famous person involved, sometimes the friends let that famous person slide with so much versus calling them out the same way they would call out other friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And me, because I deal with, obviously I'm friends with like a lot of famous people. And I'm such a Taurus though. So I'm like, I'll check you the same way I'm gonna check everybody else down
important.
the line.
Yeah.
And so I always wonder, like, how is that within other groups? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's dope because I've chosen to surround myself with people that are like-minded and really I can work with, I can do business with, and we can be friends too. You know what I mean? Because we do so much that it is work that, man, in order to stop what I'm doing and like only make time for something that is like maybe gonna give me fulfillment for 3 hours.
Yeah.
As an Aries, since we throwing out signs, I gotta be productive.
Yeah.
I just have to be productive.
Yeah.
I can't be here doing this
For sure.
to get nothing after 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy for me.
I agree.
You know, so if we can, you know, laugh and joke along the way, for me, that's more of a bonus.
Okay. I like it. On this show, I like to know what you're watching, whether it's a movie, television shows, reality-based TV. What are you watching right now?
I'm watching reality-based TV shows for sure.
Which?
Right now, I'm actually, look at this, even this, watching TV. It's called a show called Hitmakers.
Oh, okay.
So
that is about the writers?
Yeah.
Seven's on it.
Seven's on it.
Okay. You know, I saw that and I wondered, I was like, damn, I low-key was like, they should have got Eric for this too. Yeah.
Right. Hey, listen, season 2, what's up? Otherwise, I got a show that y'all could buy. I got a whole TV show, songwriter competition show.
Right.
The best one you ain't seen yet, holla at me.
I haven't checked out the show yet, but how is it? Like, tell us a
It's
little bit
dope.
about
It's
it.
real.
Yeah.
I like that it's real, you know, and the same thing with the BMI Awards. Like, people need to see who's doing these songs.
Yeah.
And they walk you through the entire process of, you know, finding out the intention behind the session, finding out who the artist is they're working for. The groups are split up, you know, it's basically along the form of writing camps.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many writing camps that go on that people have no idea about, where, you know, people are in the Bahamas or people are in Cancun or people are in Compton, you know what I'm saying, writing songs, a group to 10 people just writing songs every day to pitch to Chris Brown, to pitch to Beyonce with hopes that they recorded, but they literally just have cameras rolling the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's dope to see.
I had seen a girl, I want to say last year, she's a writer, I don't know her name, but she was like venting about credits on projects when it comes to bigger artists.
Yeah. Probably Tiffany Red.
I was about to say, you probably know who this person
That's
is
my
for
dog,
sure.
yeah. She
What are
down.
your thoughts on that? Because you come from not only the artist side, but the writer side.
That's my biggest gift, bro. Because when producers or writers complain, I know how they feel. When artists complain, I know how they feel.
Yeah.
So I be like, I feel you on both.
I get both.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, man, as a songwriter, it's so much that we do that just gets overlooked.
Yeah.
It's like people don't even like care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm in the club. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you don't do your proper business, if you don't do your proper split sheet, if you don't do your proper due diligence, your business gonna be bad. You didn't do the business. But if you do the right business, you're gonna be Gucci.
Yeah.
So I just tell, people like, yo, when you leave, make sure there's an understanding and make sure we clear. Like, yo, I ain't no ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna write this song. If I want to talk about it, that's what I'm doing, because you call me.
In the case of ghostwriting, though, how does that work? Like, do you guys get paid? Well, you don't do it, but do you get paid like a set fee?
Yeah.
And that's just it? And is that why she was complaining?
Nah. You get Dream get a set fee. James Fauntleroy get a set fee.
Yeah.
Neo get a set fee. But if you just, you know what I mean, like writing songs and like you don't have the track record that those guys have of 10 number ones in a row, they're just, you know, labels aren't going to take a chance and give you that upfront money. But if there's a proven history and they know what they're going to get for you because it's also attached to the politics, they're going to pay something.
Right. And then, so when you negotiate your deals, because I forgot what she was just going in about, like, I guess the percentage number. But obviously from the outside looking in, I felt like, but the artist is still so big that your song made it to that level because of who they are. So even though they didn't write on the song, should they not get a percentage?
As the artist?
Yeah.
There's songs where the artist definitely don't have not one word, but they do get publishing. But it's also because they're taking the song and putting it in front of 1 million people.
That's how I looked at it.
So it's like, bro, like, Beyonce might be like, give me 30% publishing.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't write nothing. But guess what? I'm about to write history.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? Please go let, Jennifer XOXO cut it.
Right.
And then get 0, maybe get 100 views and you can get 100% of that.
Yeah. When she spoke out, do you ever have moments where you feel like you want to speak out like that? Or did you see that and think like, damn, she's about to hurt her career?
Yeah, people be trying to blackball you for sure if you
That's kind of how I took it when I seen it.
They do.
She went hard.
They do. And like when you calling people out and yelling out names, it's like they're going to listen, But for me, I just always look at it like a learning experience. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that studio no more. I'm going to write another one tomorrow. It's going to be crazier because I'm got a little anger and fury behind the pen now.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it. You are indeed a class act.
You got to be, man. You got to be.
So the album's coming out.
Yes.
Can you tell us, are there any features on it?
Yeah.
Can you tell us who?
Definitely. So the first single just dropped is featuring Tiwa Savage. Super excited about that.
Oh, I saw you promoting that. Yeah.
Yeah. A song called Understood. So we just dropped that one. And then, man, I got Wale on the album. I got Dacombe on the album. I got Projects on the album. I got V-Script on the album. Quintelli on the album. And it's all music that I'm just so excited about. Like I said, this is something new for me. And, it's a new baby, So for this, it's like, it's me giving my take and homage to Afro beats as opposed to the first one.
Yeah.
I was very in the back seat, not even the passenger seat. Very back seat. Like, okay, what y'all think? Okay, cool. I let that be. Thank you. What y'all think on the lyrics? Okay, is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, am I pronouncing it right? Do I got the correct, broken English? Like, I need to make sure that everything is lit, you know what I mean? And up to y'all standards. So now it's like, okay, I'm feeling it. I did a tour, and the whole tour I had dancers. I was doing the Afro music, and it was so different for me, and I was able to really soak my feet in. And now it's like, all right, it all makes sense. This is more so me giving my take and putting the EB in it, the Eric Bellinger that you love. It's still gonna have the R&B in there, but we dancing.
Yeah, that's what's up. Are you gonna do a huge launch event for it?
Yes, sir. That the joint we just went to last night.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Oh, we actually should collaborate on something.
I would love to do that. So it's on, the 26th. So let's see.
All right, I'm gonna check the dates and because we already got the built-in crowd.
Yes.
I want to make it something so cool though. So we definitely need to let's brainstorm for sure.
All right, dope. Appreciate that.
So outside of the album, what's next for Eric Bellinger?
Next up, man. So I've been, independent my entire career. Since the beginning, everything has been released through Your Favorite Song, and then I transitioned to All Wins Entertainment. And it was all to build a platform. It was all to build leverage. It was all to build a name for myself so that when I do try to get a major deal in this treacherous industry, I would be able to negotiate it under the terms that I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
So, next year, I will be releasing on a big deal type.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that just to see what it is.
Yeah.
I've always just done it myself and hired everybody and did all the back admin, and it's so much as an independent artist, and being my label, it's like, whew. So now I can just step into artist mode and be creative and still, be on top of a lot of the business for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll get to have help.
Yeah. I love that.
I love
That's
that
what's up.
help.
So if you go to a major label, though, is it your label attached to it, or is it just you as an artist now?
So it'll still be under All Wins.
Okay.
And because I'm signed to myself.
Yes.
And everything,
your shit.
you know what I'm saying? Everything after that is negotiated with All Wins Entertainment. And yeah, that's just got to be, the way moving forward. I'm all for artist empowerment and, independent building to have ownership.
Yeah. So I know you say you're independent. I saw a cover on your page that said it was with multiple people and you were in the middle, but it said underground artist. Did you consider yourself an underground artist? Because I don't consider you an underground artist.
Nah, so underground is the name of the magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I was like, underground? Why is he on this cover?
I don't know.
That's how I felt. I was like, why are you on this cover? I don't think you're underground.
Nah, that was a magazine. Shout out to Underground Mag.
Who are all the people?
They did a special and launch announcement for the label, for my artist.
Okay.
So that's All Wins Entertainment, basically my distribution company that I built from scratch, from the ground up. And all of those artists are people that I've signed, believe in, pushed.
All the people on that cover are your artists?
Yes.
I did not know that.
So that magazine, Underground, was for All Wins Entertainment pop out.
And then you went to something last week at the Ziggy Hotel. What was that?
Yeah.
Was that for your artist as well?
So that was a showcase that we put together, and we collab with Payday LA. And man, 6 of our artists signed to the label, did sets, live band. People came out and, we just doing it grassroots. Like the only way that I know how, this is how I got in the game, by doing all the little things and not being afraid of the time it would take, because knowing the time would pass anyway.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate everything today. You gave a lot of insight. I'm excited for your album and to be a part of the launch.
Come on.
We about to make it go ham. So
it,
y'all, if you guys want to check out and keep up with Mr. Eric Bellinger, check out all his socials, drop some comments.
Yeah.
Stay in tune.
Stay in tune.
We look forward to more Grammys and success. Thank
you.
you so much for showing up today.
No problem.
This is episode 20, y'all.
Yeah.
Give it up for Eric Bellinger. Thank you.
Right.
I'll catch you guys next time.
Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping. I get so numb when I